little bit of slack when it comes to them leaving, because by the end of the day, 70% of the NBA the last few years, in terms of players, they have changed teams already, and still nobody's looking at the organizations. Now, when we go and look at another player who now has to make a decision, we're looking at D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell, he's still on his rookie deal, but he becomes a free agent in the summer of 2019. Now, for the Brooklyn Nets, they have yet to give him a contract extension, something that fellow draft, someone who's in his draft class, D'Angelo Russell, Devin Booker, he already got his contract extension. We know Karl Anthony Towns, same draft class. He is in talks to get his contract extension. D'Angelo Russell and the Brooklyn Nets have yet to even talk about a contract extension. And for Brooklyn, you see why they're doing it. They're trying to make sure they have as much money as possible for summer 2019. They are doing all the moves they are doing right now for the summer of 2019. That is why they're clearing up as much cap space. That's why they're making some of these trades so these contracts can come off their books. They want to make a big splash in free agency summer 2019. D'Angelo Russell, he's looking to get paid that same summer. So for the Brooklyn Nets, it doesn't make sense for them to negotiate a contract with D'Angelo Russell. But now we're hearing D'Angelo Russell isn't even interested in negotiating a contract with the Brooklyn Nets. And it makes sense, like I said, from both aspects. If you're feeling disrespected by your organization that you are here, you're still the second overall pick in that draft class. You are still contributing. Yes, you got hurt last year, but when D'Angelo Russell was on the court, he still played very, very well for the Nets. If they don't want to bring you in, or they're not giving you insurance that we want you back, I can see how you feel a type of way where you don't even want to negotiate with that team anymore because you may not be there any longer. Even when you look at the Lakers and what they did with Julius Randle, they didn't know if they wanted to bring him back. They didn't negotiate a contract during the regular season, and then ultimately, once the Lakers got their guy in LeBron James, they didn't need Julius Randle anymore, and then he was ultimately let go, and he went and signed with the New Orleans Pelicans. The same situation could happen with D'Angelo Russell. They not talk about a contract extension all summer long, and he is now their backup plan in terms of if they're able to hit in summer of 2019, because the Brooklyn Nets are going to have a ton of cap space summer of 2019. They may be able to even bring in 2 max players if that's the direction they decide to go. If they're able to land some of these big players, D'Angelo Russell would then be let go. If they're not able to hit, then of course now they're going to try to bring D'Angelo Russell back, because now they want to make it a point, to bring in their player, the young point guard who can be ultimately still a franchise point guard one day. We've seen the potential there for D'Angelo Russell. Of course, he has some character issues, some immaturity issues at times, but on the court, still extremely talented. We're just waiting for him to see if he could ever put the whole thing together. So right now, D'Angelo Russell is not willing to really talk about a contract extension with the Brooklyn Nets. But on the flip side, the Brooklyn Nets are not interested in talking to D'Angelo Russell about a contract extension either. So we will see what happens. Don't expect this thing to get done this year. I don't think they will even really talk at all this year unless Brooklyn gets an indication somewhere that they are not going to sign some of these free agents that they are attending and that they think they will be able to sign. Now, talking about a player who will also be let go at the end of his contract